Hello? Hello, is this thing working? Okay, John, I am so glad to hear your voice. I thought I was done for. I was lost in the giant people mover. I couldn't get off. It was like a maze. Anyways, Silver Teeth saved me, yes, but I'm a little bit stranded, so if you could come pick me up with your car, oh, that would be very much appreciated. You can? Okay, yes. Thank you. I will tell you more about it soon.
Alright, hello everyone. Welcome to our Detroit by Moonlight Werewolf the Apocalypse game. This is session 2. I'm storyteller Rick, and we did some introductions last time, but since we were down a player, we'll go around and reintroduce whoever wants to go first.
I guess I can go. Hi, I'm Woody.
Go first.
Yeah. If
Hi,
you would
I'm
tell us who
Woody.
you are, where we can find you, and who you're playing.
Yes. I'm Woody. I play RiffRaff, also known as Cesare. I was stuck on a bus, as you probably heard. And I am from the Storytellers Tavern. You can find us just at the Storytellers Tavern pretty much everywhere on social media. We're just another podcasting group. We just finished our releasing our D&D series for the Sunless Citadel, which is like really exciting. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Fantastic. And who are you playing?
RiffRaff.
And who is RiffRaff, other than our leader, somehow?
He is a Ragabash Bonar. He is Lupin born, and yeah, he is a bit of a stinky boy, and he also is Italian, so I'm going to be doing a very awful Italian accent throughout all of this.
Yeah, before we get to, any of the real trigger warnings, if you're offended by bad Italian accents, this is not the stream for you.
Yeah.
Awesome. Who's next?
So me go next. I'm playing. Well, first of all, my name's Jeremy. You can find me over at the Old Men Rolling Dice on Instagram or here on Twitch at DM_Jeremy. I'm playing John Holt, also known as Stalks the Worm, who is a Gale Stalker Arun. I'm worried I'm not pronouncing Arun wrong. Do you think it's Arun?
I think it could go either way. I'm not going to judge you for it.
If you're offended by mispronunciations,
it's because you're Canadian. That's what it is.
We'll blame it on that. Yeah, and John's a former police officer, if that sort of adds anything to it.
Technically still current, you're just on extended...
I'm on sort of an extended medical leave / what do you call that when you get leave for funeral arrangements?
Bereavement?
Bereavement, thank you. Bereavement, right.
Possibly the only case ever of bereavement where you were actually the murderer.
Yeah, but no one knows that, so... Murder is a harsh word. Yeah.
The manslaughterer, sorry.
Yeah, the manslaughterer, yeah.
All right, Sophia. Yeah, which, I was making a joke out of the TikTok I shared, but Galliards really are just the bards of werewolves. Actually, speaking of information, I meant to say something sooner. Thankfully, you only took the 1 willpower damage that you sacrificed, because you straight up, your Bane is something that you violated, I guess. because you did not seek information whenever you guys left the house. Like, there was the laptop and stuff, and you went away from that. So you did heal that. You only heal one whenever you violate your ban. But because of that, if you had taken more than the one. So just something to keep in mind. I mean, it made sense. Like, it made sense. You know, you guys were one guru down and a little unsure of, you know, what was going on. So it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to charge in there, but just something to keep in mind for next few seconds. Yeah. Probably had some nasty dreams, I'm sure. So, before we get into this, just some, you know, quick reminders that this is a dark, violent game, and this especially could be a slightly more dark, more violent session than the first one. The first was a little bit more like, ooh, there's some spooky stuff. This one is likely to get a little bit darker. So if that's not your kind of thing, feel free to turn off the stream for a little bit and come back. Or if that's just not your thing at all, we'll catch you next time. We'll see you for another stream. So, in that last session, as was kind of discussed before we started, John had gotten a call from his buddy on the police force, Gus, and was told about some missing people. You had investigated. You have kind of a suspect in mind. Excuse me. I think Muller is the prime suspect. I don't think anybody so far has really said they suspect Hanna Harcourt, but kind of what you guys found when you dug a little deeper is you found some bodies. You found out that Muller, the person you're suspecting, is missing, and also Hanna Harcourt, who was a member of the horticulture club. And you guys did some digging. You did some magical spying on Muller's house. Found a lot of confusing and creepy things. And that's about where we left off. Does that sound like I covered everything?
Can we go through what was found there again?
At the site?
House.
Oh, at the house? Yeah, there was.
I know that we see he's a bit of a hoarder and that he doesn't particularly practice good hygiene.
Yeah, feces everywhere.
Yeah. Just concerning.
A little bit, yeah.
Anything else that I'm forgetting?
Yeah, so Amira saw that there was a laptop, and as she pointed out, she wasn't sure if there was power, if it was connected to anything, or if it was just there. And then there was a list on the wall on a corkboard. I think I said 9 names, sounds correct. Okay. 5 of them were crossed off. 4 of them were the bodies you found. 1 of them was Hanna Harcourt, who you did not find the body of. But, John, whenever you called your contact, you were able to get Muller's address, Hannah's address, and the addresses, because you had, I think, 3 criticals, maybe? You had a ridiculously good roll. And so, yeah, you have the addresses of all of the missing people.
Okay.
And then Amira had called her contact as well. And I think the biggest thing that was different that Amira got was there is potentially some Pentex ties to this horticulture club, which, Woody, because I know you are probably the least familiar with Werewolf, Pentex is like the biggest, baddest evil guy, basically, of humans in Werewolf. They are like the worst company ever. They're super capitalistic, fuck the world, we're gonna destroy everything for money, essentially.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know if this holds true with the new edition, but they are run by the worm. Like, agents of the worm have a firm group. Like, they are intentionally harming the world. It's not just yay capitalism or yay like. It's actually like, no, we're out to destroy the world.
Yeah, and that is something that they are a little bit vague on, but they do talk about how the worm, absolutely, the higher ups have been corrupted. There are probably some Fomor among the
Yeah, exactly. There's like Fomor and Black Spiral dancers involved and things like that, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. So that is still, I don't know. I haven't read enough of the old stuff to know how much has changed, but it's still fairly on point.
Okay.
So where we're going to pick up, since you guys have kind of all gone your separate ways to rest and regather your resources, is back at the Packard plant, our sept. John and Amira, as you enter the building, you see a familiar wolf wrestling with another wolf.
Did I pick up the familiar wolf at some point?
Probably.
As per the phone call?
Yeah, maybe like before you went home, you dropped RiffRaff off.
Okay. All right.
And you two know each other for sure. Well, the three of you know each other. So, yeah, one of the two wolves is RiffRaff for sure. You might also recognize the other is a fellow Garou named Bambi.
Bambi?
Mm-hmm.
Reference to your little tutorial.
That's 100%.
I watched. Oh, Rick.
Yes.
I am so sorry to interrupt, but could you send me a link to the stream, because I wanted to send it to a friend and I cannot find it for the life of me. I'm so sorry.
How dare you? How dare?
I know. I was like, I thought I sent them the right link, but I literally did not. And then he's like, where is it? I'm like, I don't know.
Yep, no worries. Anyway, so RiffRaff, you see your buddy John and Amira enter into the sept as you're, full on just doggy wrestling with your friend.
Can I talk in this form?
No. So you can communicate sort of non-verbally or like to another wolf. You can kind of make noises that they would somewhat understand, but it wouldn't be full on words.
When I see my friends as a wolf, I'm gonna go over and just kind of be wagging my tail so hard. My entire butt is wiggling. I'm so happy to see them, and I'm just slobbering all over the place.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as RiffRaff approaches the two of you, you see that the other wolf reverts to human form, and she is this hulking, muscle-bound woman. Yeah. Barbie,
named Bambi?
Yeah, Bambi is strong. She was also born a wolf, so that was the name that she chose.
I feel slightly humiliated. Can I take a point of rage?
I'll allow it, yeah. You feel a little emasculated.
I was kidding. I was just kidding.
You take the point of rage. You take it.
That does make me a little angry that someone named Bambi can be possibly that tough. So,
amazing.
Do you want me to put my rage up?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
I mean, you might as well.
I'm very angry. I'm telling you that right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
no. Imagine if that was what sent you over the edge.
Yeah, if that was my fifth rage,
that would have been hilarious.
I just see Bambi and I'm like,
I mean, he's in a rune. It's both.
I've sworn off women. I have a bad effect on them.
Yeah, they wound up dead.
You can't prove that.
God. Too soon.
Yeah, I think the coroner would beg to differ. There's some very non-Ursine hairs found at the crime scene.
Well,
It is what it is.
That's what delirium's for, to keep things like that in check. Exactly.
Nobody has cameras at the lake house.
That's right. Not even.
Exactly. So, as I assume the two of you catch up RiffRaff on what's happened in his absence, what's the plan from here?
Do we need to get you a bell or something so you don't wander off onto trains?
RiffRaff transforms into, is it the human? Is it just human? Doesn't matter.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I think it's Hamid, but
Hamid, thank you.
If you say human, though, we know what you mean.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know how like proper I have to be with the terms. I'm gonna offend the werewolf stands. Yeah, he turns human and he like looks really embarrassed. Like he's like kind of like rubbing the back of his neck. In his human form, should I describe what he looks like?
yeah, I was gonna say that's probably not a bad idea.
Let me try to find like the actual literal picture and like just describe what I see from it.
Yeah, I mean, Woody sent me a picture, and he's a very pretty man.
Yeah, he's a very handsome man. He has like this kind of like curly, short auburn brown hair, and he kind of has a bit of like an emo curly fringe going on, where one of his eyes is usually covered by his hair, just because he's so it's messy. He has yellow eyes that like usually look brown, but like in the light they look more yellow. And he has some sharp teeth and has like a few facial piercings like on his nose and his eyebrows and like a scar on the left side of his face. And he's usually wearing like a kind of green faded jacket over top of like layers because it's a little chilly. And around his neck he wears a crucifix that is not silvered. It's just a regular old crucifix. And he...
Well, yeah, doesn't RiffRaff have extra weakness to like silver and things?
No, that wasn't the flaw that
Okay.
I took. I took the
Okay.
different one. Yeah. Don't worry, I thought about that. Yeah, and he looks tired most of the time, but he always kind of has like a little bit of a smile. Like most people find him a little bit aloof just by the way that he looks.
Just because he's
and-
awkward.
Yeah, just because he's awkward. And yeah, when John kind of insults him a little bit, he goes like, "It's not my fault. It's hard to navigate. It's like scary and noisy."
Even Bambi's like, RiffRaff, it's a circle. It literally just goes in a loop.
I could not get off because when it was stopped, then I did not know I had to get off. I was afraid that if I got off, then I would fall. Along with my accent, I was afraid that I would fall off when the other people were going off. It was going so fast. Do you not understand? Do you understand what I'm saying? Stop laughing at me, Rick. Do you not understand what I'm saying?
Bambi's just shaking her head, which is normal.
I've got nothing. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I did not. You can get me a bell. Yes, it will be annoying, but I will bear it. Honorably, I will bear it.
Well, that'd be a good idea.
Just take him to the vet and get him.
You take it to the vet, and they're like, "This thing has rabies. This thing's gross."
And worms and who knows
And
what else.
worms, God knows. Mange.
Have we brought RiffRaff up to speed? If not, we'll do that.
Yeah, I would say that you guys, I assume, are at least close enough, even if you're not like BFFs at this point. Maybe in RiffRaff's mind you all are, but
Yeah, he draws pictures of them holding hands.
I'm sure John loves that.
I'm okay
He
with that.
forces John to put them on his fridge.
I'm not okay with that.
Okay.
I don't care. That's fine.
John probably takes them down as soon as RiffRaff leaves, but like every
Yeah.
time you know he's coming over, you're like, shit,
Yes.
put him back.
I don't think John is home much anymore, so like that's fine. We can put those in the fridge.
So, like I said, I think the last thing we had said was the plan was to go to Hannah's house and investigate. Is that
Okay.
still the case, or
That was the potential victim, right?
the fifth name that was crossed off, who was not buried with the others? So, you guys aren't really sure if she was murdered or if something else happened. But yeah, you have that. Was
Yeah.
John's Corvette, was it a two-door?
Camaro.
It's
I
the
don't have that much
only
money
kind
to
that matters.
yeah, two-door Camaro, absolutely.
Or Camaro, that's right. Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Excellent.
John, you know I get sick. You know I get sick in these things.
Oh, if
You
you
know I
get sick in the car, no.
No, I can't. You know I can't. How far is it?
It's a ways.
Maybe Amira will sit in the back, and you can just sit in the passenger seat with your head out the window.
Okay, can I be a dog when I do it?
I don't care.
You're driving so fast, people will not see. They won't care.
Oh, they'll see.
It's okay. Okay, fine. I will. Do you have a bag?
Maybe you all need your own cars or something. Do I have a bag?
Yes.
No, RiffRaff. No puking in the car. Keep it together.
Okay, I'll try.
You're a damn warrior of Gaia.
That hurts. Can I take willpower damage?
You know what? Yeah.
That hurts.
You take a superficial willpower damage.
Okay, do I mark that or no?
It's just a slash, not an X.
Oh, okay.
X's are bad. Slashes are okay. You can get them back.
Exactly. You can heal, especially in any of your supernatural forms. You can heal the superficial really easily.
Okay.
Okay, so we drive over to her house.
Yep.
I make sure the dog keeps its head out the window, so if it pukes, it's out there.
It's like my dog.
Yeah. You know what, RiffRaff, just for shits and giggles, because we did talk about you being motion sick, I'm gonna have you make your first roll of the game.
Oh no. Okay.
I'm gonna say, roll me stamina plus. Yeah, just stamina.
So because I have 3 dots in stamina, would it be 3d10?
Yep.
Okay.
Like I said, 6 and above is a success. 10 is potentially a critical success, but you have to have 2 10s.
Okay. I got. Oh no! I got a 3, a 1, and a 9.
Okay, so that's 1 success. So yeah, you managed to not puke, but it's pretty close. You dry heave most of the way there. It annoys everyone.
Yeah, it's very annoying.
I pull a dog treat out of the glove box for RiffRaff.
What flavor?
I don't care. What? Anything you'd like.
I don't know, like those like bacon strips.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. You know what?
Yeah, like see, good dog.
So as you pull up, are you just parking like outside of the Harcourt house? Are you parking further away? What's the plan here?
I would like to drive past it, and then maybe loop around a block, and then park a little ways up the street.
Okay. Yeah, as you drive past it, you see that there are lights on, but nothing looks unusual. It looks well kept. Does not appear to be like Muller's house, where there was mail pouring out of the mailbox or anything.
Would this be like a full-size family house?
Yep.
Do we know if she lives alone?
You didn't have that information, I don't believe.
Do we know and we don't know what she does for a living or anything?
Nobody asked.
Okay.
Other than, the horticulture club was, you guys do know, kind of cult-like, and was taking up most of the time of the main members, of which you're pretty sure the 5 names that were crossed off are likely some of the most heavily involved people.
I think Riff is gonna kind of, look between Amira and John and go, so are we going to knock on the door or are we going to sneak in?
Can you do your mirror trick? I mean, if you prefer, I can just fake that I'm... Well, not really fake. I am a cop. I mean, I can just go knock on the door and say that someone asked us to check on her well-being.
Yeah. Would John maybe like in your trunk have one or two or potentially three like DPD jackets?
I don't... Sure. At least one. I'm not sure
Yeah.
that he would have multiples of them. But I'm just thinking I could go up... Like, I would still have my badge and my wallet and stuff with them. Maybe.
Yeah. So I mean, if you had your badge and somebody else wore a jacket, that makes you look like maybe some of you are plain clothes, some of you are.
Well, we could just arrive at the door with a dog.
Yeah, one person. I'm assuming maybe Amira would wear the jacket and RiffRaff in Lupus form.
Yeah. Listen,
So-
RiffRaff is happiest in Lupus form, and
Even
he's
better,
like, the more that I can be in the Lupus form, the happier I'm gonna be.
or if Amira and I are at the front door, maybe you could go in Lupus and go around the back and see what you can find.
That's true.
I can do that's perfectly fine. I mean, if I find something that I can unlock it pretty easily.
Yeah, that works for me.
Well, Amira and I will go right up to the front door then if Amira's good with that.
Yeah, so we'll start with John and Amira. Amira, you're staying in Hamid form? Okay. So as you knock on the door, it takes a little while, there's a few knocks, before a man answers and says, "Can I help you?"
I'm going to flash my badge really quick.
Is this about the incident?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
It was nothing. I burned my hand. It's not a big deal.
Well, the neighbors had some concerns, so we're required to check this sort of thing out. Is Hanna around?
Yeah, she's not really in a mood to talk though. Is this like are we? Is this an official thing? She's fine.
I believe you, but we just need to visually confirm it with our own eyes, I'm afraid, sir. So either you can give me and my partner here permission to enter and do the welfare check, or you just need to bring Hanna to the door so we can have a few words with her.
Yeah, if you would roll me either charisma and manipulation or charisma and persuasion.
Okay, I'm going charisma and persuasion because manipulation is maybe not my thing. And also because of my rage, these are all going to be done with rage dice.
Amazing. Oh yeah, Woody, that is something that I think I forgot to mention. Make sure on tests that however much rage you have, which should be 2 right now. So if you had like a 2 dice pool, then both of them are rage dice. If you had 4, then 2 of them. You just replace however many rage you have.
And rage dice fumble on 1 or 2s instead of. Oh, look at that! Speaking of fumbles, I have one of them is a fumble. The other one is a 10, so I have 1 success and 1 fumble.
Amazing. Yeah, he's just like, everything's fine. I can get her to come to the door, but if this isn't like an official thing, I don't have to let you in. I know my rights.
I know. I'm not.
You could use manipulation if you want to use your looks. Okay.
Persuasion, probably.
So I'll have you roll manipulation and charisma.
Yeah, you can do that. You can double attribute. Yeah.
Yep.
You can't double skill, but you can double attribute.
I think the werewolf dice come out fairly soon if they're not out already.
Yeah, they're out. You can order them. My wife told me I'm not allowed to do anything like that till Christmas, though.
Or, because I saw that Ryan was in chat earlier, maybe Canadian Dice will do some werewolf dice.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, there's only one. Yeah. So with 4 successes, he's like, okay, yeah, I guess I can let you come in. I don't think she's gonna want to talk to you though. She's been holed up in her room. Okay. And with that, we're gonna cut back over to RiffRaff. So as you make your way around to the back, what are you looking for?
I'm sniffing and snorting. I'm looking for like weird shit. I'm looking for blood. I'm looking for bodies. I'm sniffing for like gunpowder. I'm looking. I don't know what to
Everything
roll,
under the
but I'm
sun.
looking. I'm sniffing.
Amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna have you. I would say roll me wits plus probably investigation.
So that's 3. So for the rage dice, like, what's the benefit of using rage dice?
There's no benefit.
Yeah, it's just because rage is one of the things that you need for your abilities. It is always kind of the drawback. It's like with vampire, the vampires have hunger dice. Werewolves have rage dice. It's kind of the consequence of this
So
being.
if you fail
more
on
dark.
you fail on 2 rage dice, you do something violent, like people notice that you're not like
Right.
a regular wolf or human.
Yeah. So because I have 2 rage, then like technically 2 of the dice that I'm rolling would be considered rage dice in the pool. Okay.
Yeah,
So I don't
so if
have
you
any other different dice. I could use my red dice as my range dice.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if you have differently colored dice that would make it easy for you to remember, or
Yeah, so it was wits and investigation. I don't have anything in investigation, so I just roll wits,
okay.
right?
So I would also say you could use survival if you have any dots in that.
Okay. I do.
Or potentially awareness.
Oh, okay. I might use awareness because that would give me 6 dice.
There you go.
Okay. Do a big roll. Sorry, I don't mean to ask so many questions.
No, you're fine.
Okay. 1, 3, 10, 6, 4, and 5.
Okay, so only 1.
Yeah, the 1 was on a rage dice, and then the 3 was on a rage dice.
Okay, so as long as there's not 2 critical fails on the rage dice, then we're good. And you only had 1 10 as well, correct?
Yeah, 1 10.
Okay, so you had a 10, a 6. What else was 6 or above?
Nothing else.
Okay, so 2 successes. So, Riff, as you sniff around, you're making your way through the backyard. You smell a lot of trash. You smell squirrels, the typical things in the neighborhood. There's a possum that has been through fairly recently. And I'm sure it's not distracting at all. You being born a dog, a wolf, to want to follow those things, but you know that you're on a mission. As you make your way to the door, you do smell some blood from inside, and 2 humans, or you assume they're humans. One of them smells a little off.
Does the blood smell fresh?
Decently, yeah. Not like immediate, but within the last day or so.
Yeah. Is it like overpowering, or is it just a little bit?
Just a little bit.
Okay. Is there like a back door?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is there like any other entrance, or is it just the back door and then like windows?
I mean, windows, yeah.
Okay. I'm like trying to find like the best way I can break and enter this house. I want to go over to whatever window has like the least amount of human smell at the moment.
Okay. Yeah. I'll say that there's a room with the lights off.
Okay. I'll turn back to humid, and I want to try to get the window open.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say probably dexterity and
Let's go.
probably subterfuge or stealth.
Okay, subterfuge. Oh my god. Okay, I do not have enough dice for stealth, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I'll just roll extra.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, 8. That doesn't pass. That doesn't pass. That doesn't pass. That passes. So it was 4. So I have to roll 2 more. 5. Okay, I got 2 successes.
Okay. It's a lot of dice for only 2 successes.
Yeah, I know. Okay, one thing you'll learn playing TTRPGs with me, my rolls are ass. Always. They are always ass.
It's okay.
It's
last time the rolls were ridiculously good, so it was bound to happen eventually.
It's like a running joke with me. My rolls are really bad.
Sounds like you need some Canadian dice.
I do.
Even though we're not sponsored, but you know.
Totally not supposed to know.
No. I mean, I probably could ask him, but we've already got 2 other friends who make dice who we are sort of unofficially sponsored by. So, yeah, so 2 successes. You are trying to jimmy this window. It does appear to be locked, and you're not quite sure how to get in from the outside with the lock on the inside.
Sorry, one sec.
Oh, you're fine. I will say, as the 2 of you at the front door are being let in, the man says, one sec, I gotta check on something. I just heard a noise, and goes into another room. So, RiffRaff, you do hear someone enter the room that you were just trying to get into, but I mean, you're sneaky.
Yeah, I kind of just like ducked my head down. Are there any like open windows I can see at all?
Nothing open.
Right. I'm like, I wonder if I want to fuck with this guy. Can I knock on the back door really fast and then like run away? Ding dong ditcher.
Yeah, I'll allow it. I'm gonna say just roll me dexterity.
Okay. If I fail this, watch me like face plant and literally like get wrecked by this guy. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, especially you being a werewolf if you got your ass beat by just a regular guy.
Okay, I got 3 successes.
Okay, yeah. You run back, knock on the door real fast, and then are you running back up to the front?
If there's like a tree in the back, I'll go hide behind a tree or something.
No, there's probably not.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you guys are pretty in the middle of the city.
Okay. I like jump the fence or something. Just jump into the yard over.
Yeah, there's a dog over there, just like wagging his tail at you.
I'm never coming back, y'all.
You just lost your leader to a dog.
Yeah, I lost it. He's like gone again. John's like, oh my god. Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, he just
So
kind of
John
like.
and Amira, as the 2 of you enter, I'll have you, I guess, roll me what was it? A wits and awareness. What was it, Jer?
2.
2. Okay. Nice. So both of you notice that this man, who introduces himself as Victor Harcourt, his hand is bandaged, and Amira, it seems relatively fresh.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Oh, like I said, I burned my hand on the stove. It's not that big of a deal. I got it looked at. It's fine. I'm gonna say with 4 successes, you know that there probably wouldn't be that much blood smell, or a need for like a whole hand bandage, necessarily. Like up to about halfway up his arm, for just like a burn from the stove.
Do we know which door she's like? Have we been shown to her door? Can I knock on it?
Yeah, we'll say, you know, since he's kind of trying to get you guys to not ask more questions about his hand, that he's just like, Haroon's back at the end of the hall. She's locked herself in. She won't open it.
All right. If Amira's got him distracted, I'll go down the hall.
Okay. So when you knock on the door, what do you say?
Hanna, this is Officer Holt with the Detroit Police.
Why are the police here? What's going on?
If I can lower my voice, I'm trying not to let Victor hear. We'd just like to ask you a few questions about Mr. What was his name?
Muller.
Muller, yeah. We'd just like to ask you a few questions about Mr. Muller.
What about him?
Could you maybe open the door? This is a little awkward to just talk to. I can imagine this is what it's like to have a teenage daughter, but like we're both grown adults here. Can you maybe open this door?
Can you just tell me what's going on? Like, why? What do you want to know about Muller?
Well, Mr. Muller has been suspected of some suspicious activity, and we were hoping you would maybe be some assistance.
What kind of suspicious activity? And I'll have you roll me a manipulation and persuasion, because she seems pretty hesitant to give up this information.
This is not going to work. I have one dice and I have 1 success.
Nice.
She's just like, look, he was a little weird, but he didn't do anything bad, I don't think.
I look down the hall to make sure Amira's still like got Victor under control.
Yeah, it looks like she does.
Can I shift into Glabro quick enough to like force the door and then come back out of it into human?
Yeah, I'll have you roll. I would almost say dexterity and probably subterfuge. Unless you can
shift?
Just to see like how fast you can do it if you're trying not to let her notice, I assume.
Okay. Yeah, basically. Unless can I pass as? It does say that Guru in this form make regular humans uneasy. Fuck it, I'm just gonna stay in it.
Okay, yeah. And she's not seen your face yet, so it's not like she really knows.
I'm just gonna think I'm really, really big.
And kind of hairy, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say it really doesn't take a whole lot of effort. This is a interior door. They're usually a little bit.
It does say I
flimsy.
have to make a rage check though to kick over to Glabro.
Okay, yeah. It's just 1.
Which I failed, so I lose a rage.
Yep. Good thing you took that one earlier from Bambi.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, so I'm just gonna force the door open.
Okay. Yeah, you do, and she's like, "What the hell? You can't do that."
How old is she?
She's early 30s.
So she's a grown-ass woman.
Yeah.
Is the bedroom a mess?
It doesn't look like anything violent happened in here necessarily.
Okay. Like there's no blood in here, right? Because we saw blood.
Not that you see.
Okay. When she's like, "What the hell?" I'm gonna shift back to my human form, so like maybe I look a little less intimidating. And I'm gonna say, "We know Mr. Mueller's up to no good, Hannah, and I need answers."
Okay, but you can't just break in here.
I think I did.
You're a cop. You can't just do that. Who's your superior officer?
Well, I promise we'll get to that. I'll leave you a card, and you're welcome to make that phone call. But first, I need to know what Mr. Mueller's up to.
Would you like to make another? Oh, good.
No, I'm gonna hit her with my gift stare down.
Okay. And remind me specifically what that does here.
I don't know, but I'm hoping it just makes her wet herself.
Yeah, I know it intimidates, but I can't remember past that.
Okay, I'm just checking it now then.
Yeah, while you do that, we're going to cut back over to RiffRaff as you're playing with the neighbor dog. Are you doing anything else?
I just need to point out very quickly, I hate to interrupt the game, my friend who's watching the stream says he can't hear Sophia.
Oh.
Yeah, he just let me know in the DMs that he was unable to hear Sophia.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
No problem.
You're probably just not capturing your own and capturing Discord.
Yeah, it's Streamlabs had done that weird thing where it was trying to find a device that no longer existed and was giving me a weird binary.
Yeah.
I have switched Streamlabs to be able to pick up my voice.
Excellent.
Right. Thank you, Ed. I love you, Ed.
Much appreciated. We always like to know whenever stuff's not working right, because it makes it confusing later. Anyway, so RiffRaff, are you just playing with the dog, or are you getting back on mission?
I think on for the first minute he's like, "Holy shit!" and then he's like, "No, I gotta call." I imagine it's like one of those little white dogs that are like crazy.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Yeah, no!" And then he's like, "Okay, wait, I have to get back on track." When he sees that Victor isn't like running around trying to look for him, he's gonna like hop back into the backyard. And could he go to like the back door and like look through it and like see Amira kind of distracting Victor?
The shades are drawn. It
far?
seems like they're trying to have a little bit more privacy.
I wonder if I want to try the window again. I could just go through the front door, but like don't want to be sneaky.
I mean, I think at this point you probably would have heard that your packmates have already gone inside, so it might be a little. Well, you know what? RiffRaff wouldn't know. It's just a social norm thing that he might not realize. It'd be awkward to be like, "Oh, hey, I'm the third person."
I have a question.
Okay.
The room that Hannah is it on the first floor or second floor?
It's a single-story house.
Okay. Would it be possible for me to find the window connected to that room?
I mean, you can definitely, as you're kind of like skulking around, you can hear John, and you can hear Hannah a little bit. John's a little bit louder.
Yeah. Would it be possible for me to kind of just like eavesdrop outside the window?
Sure.
Hell yeah. I'll do that. I'll be back up. I'll smash through the window if John needs me.
Shift back to Wolf and just head first through.
I take like all the shard damage and like faceplant dead on the floor. That's like happened in Dungeons and Dragons before. It was embarrassing.
I believe that.
Yeah, that's what RiffRaff will do.
Perfect. Amira, what are you and Victor doing?
Mira is going to kind of press him about the bandage wound a little bit,
Okay.
and she raises an eyebrow and kind of leans back, arms folded against like are they in the kitchen?
Probably because he's wanting to stay a little bit closer to where John and Hannah are.
Yeah, so she kind of is leaning back against the counter and she's saying, burn wounds don't cause that much bleeding. Try again.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't play silly with me, Victor.
It was just an accident.
But it wasn't with the stove, right?
I don't really know. I don't remember.
Am I getting a sense that there's a reason he's being so reticent?
Definitely. You're not 100% sure, but I would say even without a roll, you suspect that there could be a delirium effect in play.
He thinks for a second. When she gets that kind of tingle that hey, he might be suffering delirium, especially because Gabriel.
Mm-hmm.
She bites her lower lip a little bit. Decides not to press much further with that.
Okay.
On the grounds of not wanting to piss Hannah off if she finds out that she scared off her husband or something and caused even more delirium, or causing him to suffer or run off or what have you.
Right. Yeah, makes sense.
So we'll kind of dodge the hand for a bit, and she'll go onto the track of asking, so what was happening before Hannah went and locked herself in a room?
What do you mean what was happening? I don't know. I don't remember. We got into it, but
Well, okay, you got into it, but do you know why you got into it? Were you arguing over money, over something that happened at the store or something?
he's like, it's like there's just a hole there. I don't remember. It just goes black.
Is she getting more like the sense of more and more that the delirium is causing this memory lapse?
Definitely, yeah.
Do you and Hannah get into it often? Are things okay here at home? Or...
I would say roll me another wits and persuasion. Or sorry, charisma persuasion.
Successes.
Okay. I mean, just as much as any other couple does, but not that much. Other than, she spends a lot of time with that Muller guy. I haven't really seen her much lately.
How often has she been, on like a percentage scale, how often has she been with Muller compared to her being at home?
I mean, she's gone a lot more than she's here.
Okay.
Spends long hours out at that site. And he even says sometimes I don't see her for a couple days even.
Can you tell me something? When was Hanna a member of the club before Muller took over?
Yeah, she's been with the club for quite a while.
Okay. So did this kind of shift in behavior start when Muller took over the club? Or was elected leader, whatever?
So out of character, you mean like the long nights and being gone for sometimes days on end?
Yes.
He says, yeah, that's really been recent. Like, Mueller's been in charge. He took over about a year or so ago, but that's been within the last month or two. After a few different people left, Hanna said that people were really mad about some of the changes he was making.
Did she name anyone specifically?
Like, who left?
Yeah.
Yeah. You get a couple of names that you recognize from the list who were not crossed off. And the other one, I will get to you in a second, but let's go back to John.
Okay,
so John.
So stare down.
Mhm.
Mortals fail automatically.
Okay.
They cower or submit to me when I use this.
Okay.
If she's not totally human, then it's charisma, honor versus her composure, resolve.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make your roll.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, because at this point, John does not really have any reason to suspect.
But she doesn't immediately cower, so I would know.
Right. Yeah, that would be the first
Something's
thing that
up.
John's really seeing that specifically would
Oh, wow. Okay,
indicate,
so
like, root or anything.
I had one crit fail on my rage dice, and the other one didn't succeed, but the other two rolled 10s, so that's 4 successes on my
Hell yeah.
charisma honor.
Yeah, so she immediately was just like, what are you doing? And just starts to cower.
I need to know, and now I'm giving her I'm a little curious now because that took a little bit of force.
Yeah.
What did Muller do at what was that place called? Did they have a name for it?
Shit, I don't even know what we called it last time, but like the lot, essentially.
Yeah. I'll just be like, the green space you've been restoring. What did Muller do there? I need you.
What do you mean? What did he do? Like, we were working on renovating things. We were trying to, bring back the wildlife in the area and restore it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean? What did he do?
Well, how are you restoring it? Like, I'm totally
off, like, not be totally upfront about, but ask about why these people went missing, essentially.
Well, I just want to know if she knows anything about. I'm hoping that she'll maybe crack about Muller maybe hurting people, or Muller maybe. Like, I'm assuming she maybe knows what Mueller's been doing out there, like the bodies in the ground and stuff.
Sure.
And this is so using stare down and sort of just having her sort of yield and cower. I'm just trying. It's basically intimidation, I suppose. That I'm just trying to get out of her. What the hell's going on out there at that lot? What she knows, at least.
Right. So she, as she kind of cowers and backs down, she's like, look, he got a little erratic in the last month or so. He's normally a very verbose man, but sometimes he would just be speaking nonsense, and it wouldn't last for long, but it just kind of came and went. And then I don't know.
What kind of nonsense?
Just gibberish sometimes, talking about all kinds of weird things that didn't make sense. And she says, the last thing I remember, and then it gets kind of fuzzy, is we were doing like a spiritual cleanse kind of thing to like restore the energy of the lot in a very new agey kind of thing. Like, it seemed appropriate.
Did it feel ritualistic?
I mean, isn't that the whole point of like all that stuff?
I guess, you tell me.
Yeah, like he was saying some stuff, and I don't know, it all just goes black after that.
When you say, like, you don't remember what happened next?
I mean, the only thing I remember is I woke up and
Woke up where?
in the lot, in the it just doesn't.
Did
it doesn't
Victor
make
go?
sense.
Did Victor go with you?
No, he's not part of the club.
Do you know how Victor hurt his hand?
I don't want to talk about it. I didn't mean to do anything. I don't know what happened.
You hurt Victor?
I didn't mean to. It wasn't on purpose.
Like with a knife?
It doesn't make any sense. You're gonna think I'm crazy. You're gonna have them lock me up.
Am I feeling like her blackouts are similar to my blackout?
Very much so. This seems like kind of your experience with the Kenseeker.
So if I were to go full Krynos in her bedroom, and that didn't trigger delirium.
I
Might
mean,
just wolf out, you know?
yeah, that's one way to go about it.
Just a little guru litmus test here.
Do I make this person insane, or are they just chill?
Well, I'm not really the diplomat of the group.
Right. Yeah, your diplomat's in the kitchen, flirting with Hannah's husband.
You know what? I'm going to tell her to just wait here, and I'm going to get my associate, my partner, to come and talk to her.
Okay.
Because, like, just for a moment, I'm like, if I go full blown, like, warhound here,
Mm-hmm.
and she doesn't bat an eye, so I'm going to go back out in the hallway.
Yeah.
I'll holler to Amira. Amira, could I talk to you for a moment? But I don't let Hannah close the door.
Right. I don't think she can at this point. You kind of, I mean, you didn't.
Oh, okay. If I feel like
hinges,
she's not getting off the bed or whatever, that's fine.
Well, like, you didn't tear it off its hinges, but you busted in a little bit. It probably won't shut properly.
So if Amira, I'm like, Amira, could you come here for a moment?
Yeah.
And
Maybe ask Victor to stay in the kitchen.
Amira, you notice that Victor, he does stay in the kitchen, but he's like kind of standing as close to the hallway as he can.
That's fine. He's her husband. It's to be expected. It'd be a bit different if he was violating that, kind of violating the boundary a little bit and pushing towards the stairs. So she kind of turns to him and nods, and then goes to go join John.
And I'll just meet Amira outside the room. I'm gonna be like, I think this maybe requires your touch, and then I just sort of stop and go, God damn it, you smell like an ashtray. I think she's one of us.
She's suffering from delirium.
Now I really think she's one of us.
Yeah,
because she's having blackouts. So hear me out. It was a 5-pointed star. There were only 4 bodies. One body maybe got away. So what if she first changed there? Because she's saying that she remembers the ritual starting, and then it all goes, in her words, black. And then I asked her about hurting her boyfriend or husband, and again, she sort of remembers that she may have done something, but the information is foggy.
That wound is not a burn wound. There's too much blood. It's got. If she hurt him, she could have bit him or scratched him.
Okay, well, I felt the urge to change in there, so I think it's maybe better if you take over talking to Hanna. And I'll go see if RiffRaff is like on another motor vehicle somewhere.
Knowing our leader, he's probably, if he's not on a motor vehicle somewhere, he's probably fraternizing with another animal or animals.
Jesus, I don't need to walk in on that.
I know, but this is RiffRaff.
So help me God, if I find RiffRaff banging the neighbor's poodle, I'm out. I'm out. That's it. I'm done.
Amira just kind of shrugs her shoulders.
I'm leaving the live stream. You guys are roasting me.
Amira just
Just
kind
imagine walking out of the house into the neighbor's backyard going, "Oh, dude, what the fuck? What the? Come on!"
Amira's definitely just got to shrug her shoulders because I don't think she'd understand. I don't think John would understand that kind of thing, at least especially from her perspective, because she's probably used her looks to get in a few bed chambers in her time, and she's just
a few here and there.
She's got to tag in and go speak.
That's
to
entirely different than fucking the neighbor's dog.
I mean, is it?
At least in RiffRaff's defense, he was born a dog.
Fair.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm just gonna go. She's all yours.
I'm so sorry, Rick.
No, that was terrible and fantastic.
I'm gonna come down the hallway, and when I nod and smile to Victor, I don't think he's really any threat at this point. While Amira talks to Hanna, I'll go outside to see if I can find Double R.
Yeah, it doesn't take long to find RiffRaff skulking about
At the back window.
Yeah.
What the hell are you?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll motion like this to go to the front. Go to the front yard.
I'm listening.
Oh.
Yeah, he'll get up and he'll like go over to John and be like, "Okay, I was listening through the window."
Yeah, and so I mean, you would kind of have the same suspicions, even though you don't know the human side of things very well. You still know that
RiffRaff's still in his wolf form though, right?
No, I turned human.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you're in your human form under the window?
Yeah.
Oh, even better. I didn't know that. Even better.
Yeah. I was just like crouched down.
Get out of the flower beds. Let's go.
Okay. So I kind of like scurry over and be like, "Did you have to? You're not."
Did you hear?
Yeah, but you were a little mean.
I think she's I'm a little mean.
Yeah, she was so scared of you. You're a little mean.
Well, I went and got Amira, and everything's fine. Amira will settle it down.
Okay. Is the husband okay? Do I need to take a look at him?
Are you a doctor?
Oh, I forgot I didn't take medicine. No.
I mean, he's a Catholic though.
Yeah.
A Catholic wolf. I fucking love it.
I can just talk to him.
Yeah.
Go right in there and I straighten up RiffRaff's clothing so they look appropriate.
You take like the leaves out of his thing from the flower bush.
And I'm like, wipe your knees off. There's mud on your knees. It's for God's sake.
Oh yeah, sorry. Okay, who am I? Why am I in here? Am I also a police officer?
No, I think you're probably not a police officer.
In the situation with her husband, he's going to ask, "Who am I?"
You tell him you're from something called social services.
Do they have a child? Well, actually,
Not
I don't
the-
think RiffRaff
not
would.
the-
I don't think RiffRaff would know that.
Yeah,
So
he would totally be clueless as to what
So-
social services is.
Oh,
I'm just gonna stick my head in the door and I'll be like, Victor, just protocol here. We have Chuck from social services.
Chuck is pretty close to RiffRaff's real name.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'll be outside if you need anything, but this is confidential, so it's just between you and Chuck.
Okay, Chuck. What are you saying to our friend
RiffRaff
Vic?
looks at John when he says Chuck and is like, bruh. And then he'll go inside and be like,
I just pat him on the shoulder on the way by and walk. I'm gonna go lean against my car and wait for them to finish.
Yeah, you're gonna go listen to some
Yeah.
Kid Rock.
yeah, RiffRaff
exactly.
will. RiffRaff will like very like quietly go inside and be like, hi, it's nice to meet you. I am Chuck.
Uh-huh. I can tell you are from social services.
Oh. In the back of his mind, RiffRaff's like, what the fuck is social services? What am I supposed to say? Okay, is your hand okay?
It's fine. It's fine.
Are you sure? Do you want me to take a look?
You're a social worker. You're not a doctor. With that, we're gonna cut back to Amira.
He's like, what?
While RiffRaff has that awkward. Sorry, Chuck has that awkward conversation.
Yeah.
I'm
So,
laughing
I mean-
outside. I just want you to know I'm chuckling to myself outside.
Absolutely.
You've thrown RiffRaff into his worst nightmare, which is a one-on-one conversation with a human.
Social interaction.
So, Amira, what are you saying to Hannah?
Would Hannah let her sit on the bed next to her?
I'll have you roll me charisma persuasion since you haven't really had any interactions with her yet.
The one from being beautiful, because
I mean, every point counts.
yeah. I'm trying to remember which window is the one I have for my dice roller. That's 2 successes. However, I scored a double 1 as well
Yikes. Just on regular dice or rage dice?
on regular. One of the dice was rage.
Okay. Yeah, so
I think it's okay as long as they're not both on rage.
right. Yeah, I mean, it's still not great getting the ones, but it's not a critical fail here, not a brutal fail. Yeah, so with your 2 successes, she was like, yeah, I guess you can set what did you want to talk about? Your friend already said a bunch of stuff and asked questions.
I wanted to talk a little bit about the tone she's taking with her versus Victor. Is she's definitely taking a more sympathetic tone based
Sure.
on what John told her.
Right.
This there's a reason Amira's here. It's called delicacy. Something John is not good at.
Yeah, John knows smash in door, tear apart spirits.
Yes. She kind of looks at Hannah and is like, whatever happened with Victor, it's okay. You were scared. You were panicking. You didn't know what was going on. What I'm
I wasn't scared. I was angry, and it felt good.
Okay. Well, that also, that also is valid. Sometimes anger does feel good. And I know you didn't mean to hurt him. What I'm trying to figure out is what got you to that point. Do you remember anything like Were you at the club tonight?
No, I haven't gone to the lot in, I don't know, a couple days, I guess. Like I was telling your friend, it sounds crazy. You guys are gonna have me committed. There's no way. It doesn't make any sense.
Trust me, I do not have that power, and if I did, I wouldn't even use it, because... Just tell me. Trust me, I've heard so many crazy things in my lifetime regarding spirits and all sorts of other things that would drive a normal person mad. Whatever you're going to tell me, trust me, you're probably not the first.
She kind of raises an eyebrow and is like, what do you mean other things?
Tell me something. Have you ever felt like you could hear and see things that others couldn't, or had dreams about being out in the woods on all fours, stuff like that?
Not the woods, but I kind of have a memory of being like a dog, I think. I think it was a dream, but it feels so real.
Trust me when I say the following. I've been there. Right in the same shoes that you're in right now. And I found it scary and kind of bewildering, but I found my family helped me through it, and I found a new group of friends who also helped me through it.
Through what? What do you mean? You talk like this is some kind of like a cult, or what is it?
I mean, I'm more concerned that the horticultural club may be a cult, but no, I'm talking about shape-shifting and such. Can you tell me, did Muller do anything on a couple nights ago when you were at the club? Did Muller talk about any kind of ritual, or did he do anything that was odd for him? I know Muller's a bit of a weirdo already, but especially weird for him.
I mean, it wasn't that weird. Like we were gonna restore the energy of the lot. It seemed like a fairly reasonable thing to do, especially just the way things have been going lately. And then she's just kind of looks down for a little bit and says, and then I don't know, we all drank something. It's the last thing I really remember. And then I woke up, I was under the dirt. And then I was running through the streets. But it doesn't feel real. That feels like a dream. How would I know what it's like to be a dog?
Mira kind of puts a fist to her mouth. She's gently biting on it because she's trying to put the pieces together.
I will say, Amira, you are like 99% sure that this is a newly turned guru at this point.
Yeah. She's trying to think how to broach it without driving her into Harano or her own version of delirium. That's the thing. She's trying to take it slow. So, we've been investigating Muller. Some of the weird happenings around him. That lot you have been working on belonged to an old cult of werewolves.
And when you say werewolves, her eyes get huge, and she's like, "What? You're kidding, right?"
No, I'm not. And there was a lot of spiritual energy there because it used to be a place of great power for this particular sect or cult, the cult Fenris, who have some pretty hardcore beliefs of their own. Muller was likely trying to restore the power of that, what we call a cairn, to full strength or something, but it fucked up, and he basically detonated what felt like a bomb. Now, in the spirit world, okay? I know.
And she's like, "This is so much to."
Yeah, I know. But you said you drank something, found yourself under the dirt, and then you ran through the streets.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think Muller did something to you to force your first change into one of us, and then buried you because he was trying to use your life energy to power whatever weird and wacky ritual he was doing. And to be clear, Mira's just spitballing. She doesn't have any evidence, but
And she says, "Do you know what happened to the others? Are they okay?"
And she kind of bows her head and shakes her head. No, I know what happened, and it's good that you got out because they died.
And with that, she just starts openly sobbing, and says, "He's gonna hurt more people."
That's why we're trying to stop him. That's why we're here. That's why we're asking these questions. We're trying to find him to stop him. We went to his house. He wasn't there, and his house was disgusting, to say the least. But that's how we knew to find you, because he had a list. Look, and then she shows the list of people.
Of the people who are not crossed off, she says, "This one," and points at a name. It's Bridget Van Gelder. She says that's probably who he's going after next.
Okay.
He left the club, and he would just go off. He would go on these crazy rants about the people who left, and he would say things. None of us believed that he would really hurt anybody. He wasn't that kind of person, but now I think he might.
Okay. I'm going to give you a choice based on what you're telling me, and I agree. I'm concerned that you may be in danger. We can take you to where we meet with our fellow werewolves, our sept, our can, and we can keep you safe, and we can teach you about what's going on with you, okay? In a safe and protected location. My concern is, is your husband. If we say we're taking you downtown, he might react badly. If you say you want to go somewhere after being gone for 2 days, he's gonna react badly. So we need to figure out a way to get you to safety without Victor being pissy.
I can handle Victor. It'll be okay.
Do you want us to give you a ride there, or do you want me to give you the location?
And she just kind of stares off into space for a little bit and says, "I think I should go with you. I'm afraid I'm going to hurt him again."
Then get some things. Put some things in the backpack. We've got supplies there as well. I'm just saying that get some things that you care about on an emotional level, just because this might be tough for you. And then we'll get you to where we meet.
Yeah, and as she's
After
sort of
dealing with
packing,
Victor.
as she's sort of packing up, she says, "I really didn't mean to hurt him, but I don't know. His hand didn't have any skin after I got a hold of him. It was really bad. I feel terrible."
Trust me, I lashed out at my my brothers when I first changed. It happens. And I think with what Muller has been doing, your first change was a lot more sudden and violent than mine ever was. So, again, Hannah, I know you didn't mean it. It happens during the first change because you're in that weird state of I don't know what's going on. You've said it so many times. You didn't know what was going on, and none of us do. Truly, I'm not being hyperbolic when I say that.
Yeah, and she thanks you for all the information. I think we're gonna. I assume we're gonna skip ahead to the sept as you guys drop her off. What's the plan after that, though?
Well, if we're going to take her to the sept, I mean, someone found me, and I'm not sure about Amira, but if I know there's like packs of kin seekers and things like that. So
Right.
if we can basically hand her off to someone who's more experienced at this, then
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, Silverteeth can make sure that she gets to the right people. So, after you've dropped her off, though, to a place where she can be safe and keep others safe from her while she learns, I feel like Hannah probably would have the location of Bridget's house. They kind of all knew, and she had told you that she ran the website for the group, so she had to have contact information for everybody. So you guys have that, and you also have Muller's house.
I'll look at our fearless leader.
Well,
We didn't actually go in Muller's house, so there's maybe information to be found inside. Or we can go. Hannah thinks Bridget's in danger, so.
well, we can always go back to Miller's house, but we have to make sure that the Bridget's okay.
Okay.
I mean, especially if she might have more information. And also, we don't want anything to happen to her.
Yeah, that makes sense. Are you doing kind of the same little maneuver there where you're circling the block and parking?
No, I think this time we'll just pull up and park, because...
Like right in front of the house?
Yeah, I'm a little concerned.
Sure.
Especially with Hannah saying, like, she thinks Bridget would be in danger. So.
Absolutely. So as you pull up to the Van Gelder house, what are you guys doing?
I think Riff is gonna stay with the group this time and just kind of be like, let's just go, we should just go straight up and see if she's okay. To the front door.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
John, are you leading the way, or RiffRaff, are you?
You know what? I don't have particularly good social skills. So I think I'm going to maybe hang back, because if Muller's not here but arrives while you guys are talking, I would rather be sort of on the street ready to go than...
Well, me and Amira can go see and talk to Bridget.
Yeah. I'm good with that if you guys are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm just playing lookout.
Yeah. I was gonna say, are you doing anything other than watching, are you like trying to use any of your abilities at all?
Thank you for reminding. I will use camouflage,
Oh, there you go.
which is my my Gale Stalker ability. I think it literally turns me invisible. Just a second.
Or
I might
pretty
have
close
to
to it, I believe.
I might have to make a roll here. Oh, I think I have to spend a willpower point. I think that's what I have to do.
I mean, worth it.
I've got a note here. Sorry. Give me 1 sec. Here it is. Gale Stalker gifts. Camouflage. So I can blend in with the wilderness, appearing like a pile of leaves, a grass-strewn patch of land, or a lichen-covered pile of rocks. The better to prepare an ambush or evade pursuers. Any attempt to spot the werewolf with sight alone has a difficulty increased by my honor, which is 2.
Okay.
By spending a willpower and a full turn, the gift can extend its effectiveness to members of the pack as well. So I could like touch these two and turn them invisible with me.
Nice.
The gift lasts should I move or make a sound. Gift can be used in any form. It's free if I'm just doing myself. So that's what I'll do. I basically just like lean against a tree, maybe on the street outside.
Okay.
If there's a tree on the front lawn or a neighbor's lawn, I'll just lean against it and disappear.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, so good.
Is it daytime?
No, it's nighttime.
Fuck. I think I have to turn because I have my fucking moonfall thing.
But it would only be on like a full moon though, right?
No, I'm pretty sure it's when I see the moon.
Oh.
You have
Let
to
me
turn
double
what?
check.
You have to turn into
one of my forms. Let me double check.
Yeah, that's that could be a complication.
I was thinking to myself, I'm like, is it like night or day right now?
I mean, technically, you can still see the moon during the day sometimes, so.
I'm trying to find it. I don't remember what page it was on.
Let me see. It's just called like moon.
It's called moonfall.
It'll be under advantages, disadvantages, I think.
I found it. The moon has undue sway over you. Whenever you see the moon for the first time on any given night, you must change form to Glabro or Hispo.
Oh, okay.
And make any contaminant rage checks.
Okay, so, I mean, I'm assuming...
You'd have to make a rage check, but then you could shift back, I think? Like, it doesn't say you have to stay there.
Okay.
Yeah. And I mean, we'll say maybe as you guys are arriving, and that's up to you which one you would choose. I would assume probably Glabro, because that still keeps you relatively human, but that's up to you.
I want to be human.
Well, yeah, but in a situation such as this.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, he goes a little Glabro, and he's like, God damn it. God damn it.
Damn moon.
I have to do a rage check. Is that just rolling one of my rage dice?
Yep.
I got 4.
Okay, so you lose a rage, but nothing bad happens.
Okay.
Are you staying in that form, or are you shifting back?
Yeah, he'll shift back.
Okay.
It just kind of happens for a moment, and then he's like, "Okay, I'm good. We're good, guys."
You like Hulk out a little bit, and you're like, "No, it's cool. I got it."
Cool.
All right. So, who's knocking on the door?
RiffRaff can.
Before we do that, do we want me to augur and see if I can see anything inside the house, or maybe use penumbral senses to see if there's anything untoward going on between the physical world and the Umbra?
I guess it's up to if Mira is like comfortable doing it. If she's feeling okay.
Oh yeah, she's feeling okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think penumbral senses would be best here because of what they might be dealing with.
I mean, honestly, both could be useful in their own way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Olga would be able to maybe show if someone other than, or where if Bridget is in there, and if there's anyone else in there too.
Yeah.
Number of senses would also probably show if there's something nasty at work.
True.
Because we are dealing with like ritual murders and things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me which one you're doing first, and we'll go from there.
We'll go with penumbral senses.
Okay.
So I need to do an int and where's and that's 2 successes.
Okay. Peering into the Umbra from outside of the Van Gelder house, you see like a verdant field full of flowers and different kinds of plants. There are some wild spirits that are just kind of meandering through, some weaver spirits. Nothing seems untoward.
Everything's fine, honest.
You see there's kind of an angry spirit in John's car.
I look at that angry spirit, and then I look at where I thought John was before he camouflaged.
It's
like,
not John.
Like,
yeah, because I imagine you could probably see John, or at least like a rough idea of where he is, and nothing looks unusual. I do like that in the book they talk about how different machines can have spirits associated with them, though, like cars and things.
I have an angry engine.
Yeah.
It's a really pissed off car.
It's a Camaro, you know.
Yeah.
while I'm peering
It's sort of a
in-
prepubescent.
Yeah. It's like the Weaver equivalent of a little gremlin.
While I'm peering in, would I be able to communicate with any of the spirits real quick? Say, hey, have you seen
I think you can only look, right?
Yeah, I think so. It's just,
Yeah.
I'm looking because I'd have to cross over
Yeah.
to speak to him. Which I
Yeah, and you
can't
probably
do,
need John for that. Yeah.
because that's John's thing. Okay. If nothing is untoward and this place looks verdant and beautiful, then kind of nod at RiffRaff and, well, I assume John would see the nod and we'll go up to the door.
Yeah. Bold of you to assume, but
I'm okay with you assuming things about me. That's fine.
what were you gonna say, Woody?
Oh, I was just gonna say RiffRaff will knock.
Okay. Yeah. A middle-aged woman answers the door and says, "Hello? Who are you? What are you doing here? It's awfully late."
Yes, I'm so sorry for disturbing you on such a late night. Are you Bridget?
Who's asking?
The police.
Oh no. And at that point, Amira takes over very quickly. It's like, we're a couple of investigators from DPD. We're investigating some strange occurrences regarding Mr. Muller, the head of the horticultural club you were a member of. I don't know if you still are.
No, I left. I haven't seen him in a while. He did call not too long ago, but I haven't talked to him.
Define not too long ago.
Oh, and she kind of looks at a clock in the living room. It's like maybe an hour or so ago.
What did he?
Not to... Go on, Woody.
What did he say?
It didn't make a whole lot of sense.
Like
We're
what?
getting a lot of that.
Like what? Like you have to say, like, sometimes maybe something you say doesn't make sense will make sense to me.
I don't even know. It was almost like not even words sometimes. thought maybe he just like drunk dialed me or something. I don't know.
Like any
Oh.
like standout words?
No, not really.
Nothing like, you know, like anything like crazy word that's come to mind?
I mean, he didn't say he was going to kill me or anything. No. Why? Why are you asking?
For the investigation, yes. We are thinking with some of suspicious activity that maybe you might be in a little bit of danger. Just a little.
What do you mean danger?
A little bit. No, like he. Well, I said the word danger. That was a bad word to use. What I meant was that maybe he, like we're thinking maybe he might try to come here.
Why would he do that? Why would he? What are you talking about?
No, like he might, like he wants to come and maybe talk to you, and like make you his like what's the word I'm looking for? Like friend in his bad things he's doing.
RiffRaff is such a good way with words.
I just want you to know that from the shadows, I am feeling way more confident in my social skills.
Oh man. Yeah, she is clearly panicking a little bit. John, you can make me a wits awareness roll, please.
Wits awareness, okay.
Accomplice was the word that he was trying to find, by the way, but he's not the word.
I mean, that totally tracks for RiffRaff, though.
Wits and awareness. Oh, I don't need as many rage dice anymore. I lost one of those. That's nice.
Is it, though? Until you need them.
Only one success. No botches, which is good, but only one success.
You definitely hear something. You're not quite sure where, but it sounds like maybe somebody breaking a window.
Okay. Well, I can't really move to find out, or I'll break my camouflage. But it sounded close.
Yeah, fairly close.
And my friends on the steps did not have any sort of a reaction? They didn't hear it?
You definitely think that they might have been distracted by Bridget in her panic. She's raised her voice a little bit. I mean, she's not like yelling at them, but she's clearly freaking out. So they don't seem aware of this going on.
Well, I guess I'll be leaving my camouflage from where I am. Do I know what direction it came from?
You're not really sure.
Oh, shit. I'm going to see if I can sort of, as stealthily as possible, move around Bridget's house to see if this breaking of glass came from her home.
Are you staying in human form?
Yes.
Okay. I mean,
not sure how I feel about that, but yes.
You don't have to. You could go full lupus, or anywhere else.
Do I think I'll be quieter in lupus form?
Oh, so much quieter, yeah.
Okay, I'll do that then.
Yeah. Plus, you know that you have enhanced senses in lupus form.
Okay. I'll do that then. Okay.
Perfect. As you do, I'm going to have you roll another, I would say probably this time, wits and survival, or maybe investigation.
Okay, I'm the same. That pool would be the same regardless, so no problem.
Okay.
3 successes.
You smell something foul. It smells like body odor, feces, urine, plants. And it smells like it's coming from Bridget's.
Feces, urine, and plants? Like rotting plants?
No, like dirt and just kind of like the smell of like whenever you've been
What the hell are we
messing with plants.
people?
Yeah.
Sorry, it's RiffRaff.
It does not.
And it's coming from her home or around her home?
Around her home. You're not 100% sure where. It doesn't smell necessarily from like the front, but you think maybe somewhere in the area.
Okay. Am I down the side of her house now?
Yeah, we'll say that you make your way kind of towards the back.
But I haven't seen the broken glass or anything.
Well, I was going to say, like, as you turn the corner, you see that one of the back windows has been broken out.
Bro.
Okay. Hold on. Because I think I have, for being a Gale Stalker, I think I get a bonus here.
For stalking
Because now I'm hunting, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
So Northwind gives me an extra die directly related to the pursuit of their prey. I'm going to, just as quietly as possible, hop through that window in my lupus form.
Okay. Absolutely. You see that it looks like something has knocked things over in this room, and then the door, we'll say it's her bedroom. The door is completely open. You can't see her, but you can hear the voices of your compatriots and Bridget.
I don't want to go against this thing. Well, I do want to go against this thing alone because that's also sort of me, but...
So, while you're thinking about that, we'll cut back to the front porch. Amira and RiffRaff. Your interviewee is now panicking. The little, like, security latch is still on, the little chain, but she's just asking you, like, what do you mean? He's gonna come here? He's gonna hurt me? What are you talking about?
No. I phrased it wrong because English is not my first language. I phrased it wrong. What I meant to say was we are looking for him and we think he might come here to you.
As you say that,
oh shit.
the two of you and Bridget hear something from inside the house, a crash. And her eyes go wide, she turns and screams.
Can I just smash the door down?
You can sure try. Are you staying in human form, or what are you doing here?
I guess this poor woman. I guess I'll do a little smash. I'm wondering what would be more smashy, a Krynos or Hispo.
Oh, I mean, if you want the most smash, it's Krynos. But Krynos comes with the delirium risk.
Well, I have something really special. You know what? Yeah, I'll use Krynos, and I'm gonna try to smash the door in.
Yeah.
Gotta save this lady.
So first, I need you to make me 2 rage checks.
Oh shit! Watch me rage out right now. That'd be awful.
Don't fail them both.
Yeah, because then you can't. What'd you get?
They failed.
Got a 4 and a 2.
Oh no. Yeah, you attempt to shift into Krynos form, but you can't. You lose 2 points of rage.
I only had 1.
Perfect.
Oh yeah, you've lost the wolf.
Yep.
I don't got the dog in me!
I think...
You can howl.
Would RiffRaff go right to lupus form then?
So that is the question. Technically, yes. Reading it rules as written, I think that we could interpret it either way. It does say you revert to your natural form. For you, that would be lupus. I'm not going to make you do that though, because that has a lot of potential for like bad things, but sometimes that's a consequence.
I mean, if it's his natural form, lupus is what he's naturally as.
Yeah.
I'd say like he I guess because Amira is there, she see like as soon as Bridget screams, I want to describe this, I want to be tragic. Like there's like a moment where his eyes are wide, he's like, whoa, like I have to take action. And he like takes a deep breath, but then like the scream, it just like it echoes in his head. And then he like it's like the physical embodiment of like his tail tucking, and he just shrinks into his wolf form and like is trembling and like backing up from the door.
I think that's awesome.
With like a whimper.
Yeah, that makes sense. Given your backstory, that makes perfect sense. Amira, as you see this, what are you doing?
You're a brave leader, everyone.
Brave Sir RiffRaff.
Amira is going to... John is nowhere to be seen, or rather is investigating from another thing.
Right.
I don't know if John has heard Bridget scream. I hope so, but also just because it would help me, let alone maybe the others, just in case they're a bit willpower drained. I'm going to perform the Howl of Assembly.
Heck yeah, you are.
Because that is designed to call other Garu to me and to fortify. So, one rage check to start with, and then charisma honor after that. I fail the rage check.
Okay. So you lose a rage.
I think the power still goes off. You just lose a rage.
Exactly.
Okay. Then I will roll 5d10 after this.
Decent.
And that's 2 successes.
Okay. So what does that do for your compatriots?
They all get to restore 1 willpower, including myself and any other Garu within... I've got to check.
I think it depends on how many successes you get.
Yeah, because I think it's like every success is like another 100 feet. Anyone within, like in this case, 200 feet would also probably get that.
Yeah.
Would hear that and get the boost. So both of you would definitely hear the Howl of Assembly. It's difficulty 2. It's difficulty 2, so I passed. No, there's no margin. So it's 100 meters straight up.
Okay. Perfect.
This is the only time I can use this. But everyone heals 1 point of willpower.
Good stuff. Am I what she screamed at?
No, actually, you heard the crashing as well from further in the house.
I have a question. Would I fill in any Harano or Holosk?
Hoglosk, not currently. No.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll get to that.
Yeah, I was wondering because I was like, I knew I had some connection with the rage, but I wasn't sure.
Right. But it doesn't do anything else other than restore the willpower? Because I thought it had other... Okay.
And we'd hear it. Like, if we were separated, we'd know it.
Right. Absolutely.
That was basically Amira saying, hey, he's here.
Yeah. And, I mean, Woody, you heal your willpower damage from earlier.
Yeah, I heal my little willpower damage. You know I'm, like, taking, like, super emotional damage right now.
Yeah, exactly. So, as you howl, John, what are you doing? Hearing your
Do
Gallia?
I see, or like, what do I know there was what caused the crash?
If you're further, like moving further into the house, then you can potentially see.
But I hear the crash. I haven't seen.
You hear the crash. You don't see anything.
Does it sound like something fell off the wall?
Like something might have like knocked over a vase, per se.
I'm going to make a rage check here to shift up to Hispo.
Okay.
Which I
become
fail.
your dire wolf self.
Which I fail, so I'm down another rage.
Oof.
That's okay. I had plenty.
Yeah.
And I'm going to rush into the room where that crash came from.
You don't see anything other than a broken vase. You see that this house is full of plants. Like almost every open space has a plant or like vines coming out. And you can see the back of who you assume is Bridget.
But did I see what broke?
Yeah, the vase that's on the floor. Broke.
All I see is plants and her?
Yeah.
Does she see me?
I mean, if you're going far enough in, yeah, she's probably going to see that there's a wolf.
Well, if I can stay in like the dark of the next room, I'll do that.
Okay.
She may see the light glinting off my eyes, but...
Yeah, roll me maybe composure stealth.
Composure stealth? And I think I get a negative to stealth in this form.
That sounds right. Let me see.
Stealth test.
Yeah,
two
stealth test.
dice penalty in Hispo.
Oof.
So you want a composure stealth?
Yep.
Oh. Oh, okay. Sure, no problem. Well, 2 successes.
Okay. Yeah, so you managed to stay fairly unseen. She doesn't seem to have noticed you. But you can't tell what
She
knocked
didn't
off.
scream, like as if... Was it just startled scream, or...?
You're not sure.
Okay. I smelled plants outside, though, too, didn't I?
Yeah, and these plants smell different than what you smelled outside.
Hmm. Well, I'm going to try to focus on sniffing out the other plant.
Yeah. Since you did have a pretty good roll, you can tell that whatever it was has been through this area, went to about the place where the vase was knocked over, and then you're not sure where they went.
I'm just gonna hold my ground for now and see what happens next.
Okay.
I've heard the howl from the front door. I don't want to howl back because it'll give me away.
Right.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna stay in Hispo form in sort of the next room, watching and waiting.
Okay. Amira and RiffRaff. The door is still chained.
Well, I let RiffRaff try to convince her.
Well, RiffRaff is a dog now, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my point. No.
I'm off now.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you changed right in front of her.
Yeah.
She did turn to scream, so, you know,
Okay,
right
fair.
behind.
The old lady across the street definitely has delirium.
Amira kind of looks in and says, "Look, I'm sorry to do this, but we need to get you to safety now. Please come with me."
She starts to fumble with the chain and tries to push her way past you.
And I'm going to yell to her, "Go to the car. Go and lock yourself in the car."
And as you say that, a very strange thing appears, seemingly out of these plants, who you can assume is maybe Muller, based on the description that you've gotten previously of him, stands before you but pushing out of his skin are what seem to be rotting roots and vines.
I'm pouncing on that and biting it.
Do it.
What would you like me to roll?
I believe that would be strength and brawl.
Strength and brawl. Okay. Can I have my stalking my prey bonus dice since this is my first attack?
Absolutely.
Nice.
I swear there's
Okay.
a Goosebumps story that's exactly this.
I
I remember it.
very
We had
similar,
a
yeah.
we had a VHS as a kid, and it scared me.
Strength, brawl, and then in Hispo it says I get a 2 dice bonus on physical tests,
Excellent.
and then I get another one for being a Gale Stalker, and this is sort of me ambushing prey.
Hope you got enough dice
Yeah,
for that.
so that's a 9 dice pool,
Jesus H.
which I'm
go.
pretty content with.
Yeah. You had 3 rage?
Hell!
So only 2 successes.
Jesus.
So I'm gonna spend a willpower point
Yeah, and reroll some.
and re-roll 3 of my dice.
Mm-hmm.
Not my rage dice, obviously.
Right.
Oh, there we go. So I got 2 10s now. The other one was blank. So 2 successes and then 2 10s, which is 6 successes.
Yeah. That's pretty fantastic. And I mean, you're basically taking him unawares. What was your claw damage?
So my bite damage is +1 aggravated. So he would have to oppose me.
Right. Let's see.
With like strength athletics or strength brawl.
I think they actually have it dexterity athletics.
Yeah, okay.
Let me see. Yeah, it doesn't give me those stats, but it gives me a general physical stat. So I'm just gonna roll that.
That's what you rolled then. Yeah.
And he's got some dice in that. And let's see, that's 2 successes. So
Okay, so I got 4 successes, and then because I'm biting in Hispo, I get a 5th. So 5 aggravated damage.
doesn't it round down?
If
Oh, that's for superficial, isn't it?
if it was superficial, like
Yeah.
a claw or a fist or a gun, but because I'm biting, I think it is considered aggravated. And it
Yeah.
does say Hispo is +1 aggravated. So I beat him by 4, so I would do 4 damage.
Right.
And then +1 because it's a bite. I'm just checking if it's 1 aggravated and like is the rest of it. This is the first time we've done damage. I gotta check.
Yeah, and I'm trying to figure out what is
If he has
there we go.
armor, he might soak some of this. I don't.
it doesn't show that he does.
No, then he maybe doesn't. Let's see here. The learning new systems.
It's always exciting.
You know the
Damage
from
127.
Resident Evil 5 when like the people are infected with the girl bros and they have all the like slimy stuff. That's what I'm imagining right now. Like this guy like with all these like crazy things going on.
Yeah, it's not too far off actually.
I don't know. For some reason, like this entire story is gonna be like such Resident Evil vibes, like Resident Evil 4.
I mean, it's definitely a horror game, so that tracks.
Mhm.
Let's see. While you're looking that up, I'm looking up his gift that he's got. But Amira and RiffRaff, what are you two doing?
RiffRaff. Is Bridget like actually running to the car? Or is she just like piecing out?
I mean, she runs out, but I imagine the both of you are a little bit distracted by Rikard Muller in his creepy form.
Hmm. I honestly feel like RiffRaff would want to see where the heck she's going. Like, Mueller's distracting, but he's like, damsel in distress.
Yeah, so you do see she just like is running down the street screaming.
Oh my god. I'm like, don't go after her, RiffRaff, but he really wants to.
Yeah, it's probably a really bad idea here.
Yeah. He will he's gonna like kind of wait. He's kind of pounce ready, you know, but he doesn't want to quite jump in and get slapped by John by accident.
Yeah, that's fair. I
So
mean,
he's just kind of.
I mean, John pounces on Mueller's back, so you would see that, and you would know that you would be able to get him from the other direction because he is facing you.
Can I go bite his leg?
Sure, absolutely.
What would I roll? Let me do this.
That would be your strength plus brawl.
Okay. My strength. I don't know how much I actually have in that. I don't have like terrible. But I don't roll rage dice because I don't have rage.
Right.
That's right.
That's 2 successes.
Okay. 1 second. Amira, what are you doing?
Does John keep any firearms in the trunk?
I don't know, John.
So then I started blasting.
I don't think you had that kind of gear, did you? I think your gear was pretty well used up for the car.
I would assume that I have a firearm.
But would it be in the car, or would it more likely be on you?
Well, I don't know. Can I bind that to me? Because if I can't, then it's probably in the car.
Yeah, it's probably in the car. Because I don't think
I know we bound a set of clothing to ourselves.
Yeah, I think it's only the clothes,
but not yeah. So yeah, I would say I have a handgun in the car.
Okay.
Like it would be my sidearm.
Right.
Would I be able to go and borrow it?
I don't know, John. Do you normally lock the car?
I don't think in this case the car would be locked. We pulled up and got out.
Yeah. Yeah. So I would say you could.
Okay.
I'm not trying to metagame here. I
No.
don't think.
No, I think that makes perfect sense.
In that case, I'm going to go and get John's sidearm. I don't know if that's a minor or a major action.
I would say probably major because you're running out, getting into the car.
Is the moon out at the moment?
Yeah. I mean, we said that RiffRaff saw it, and that forced his change.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't howled at it yet. I've howled, but that was the howl.
Different howl, yeah.
I'm probably gonna howl at the moon in that case if that's a minor to regain 1 point of rage.
Absolutely.
And then there's nothing else I can do right now.
Okay.
As far as I can tell, this is aggravated. Like werewolf bites cause aggravated damage.
Okay. Yeah, that works for me.
I can't find anything.
Yeah, there's some things in here that I feel are not super well explained. I don't know if that's just me being newer to being a storyteller, or if that's a fault of the book itself.
The sheet does say that in Hispo, bites cause +1 aggravated.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would assume the whole dice pool is then aggravated +1.
Sure. Yeah, that works for me. and Woody, I'm gonna say that I'm just gonna use his same roll. So your bite does not seem to work. You just kind of get some vines.
Disgusting. Ew.
Yeah, no, it's oozy chloroform, or not chloroform, chlorophyll. It's a very different thing.
He just passes out. Bye, guys.
And as the two of you are trying to beat the shit out of this guy, he seems to have some sort of effect. You see that the plants in the living room wither and die, and he appears to heal his wounds.
Ooh.
Elf.
What was that?
I said, elf. He's fucking with the natural order.
And that is his turn.
Okay. So you want us to declare what we're doing this turn again?
Yep. That would be our melee people first.
We're in the house, right?
Yep. In the living room.
And I'm on top of him.
Yeah, like on his back.
Like, is he able to support my weight?
Yeah.
Strong.
I'm gonna escalate this.
Okay.
I'm gonna escalate this violence and go to Krynos.
Yeah, make me those rage checks.
Doom theme starts
When
playing.
I bite him, does it do I taste blood?
You taste the same thing that RiffRaff got, the chlorophyll, mostly.
So he's a plant, maybe.
Something's going on.
I'm gonna shift to Krynos and sort of with my claws and my teeth, I'm literally gonna try to tear his head off.
Do it.
Let's go.
I'm already latched in, right? So I'm just gonna escalate the violence.
Like you do.
I have to. Does switching to Krynos, does that take a? Is that my action?
I believe that's a minor action.
Okay.
I'm fairly certain of that. But it is Krynos is the 2 rage check.
Okay, so I have to make 2 rage. Yeah, see here in Krynos it says claws do +3, but it doesn't notate aggravated, but the bite is aggravated.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I succeeded both my rage checks.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I'm very happy about that.
Yeah. So you shift into your war form.
Yeah. And then can I roll bite again?
Absolutely. Another strength plus brawl.
Okay, so strength is 3 and brawl is 3. And for being in Krynos I get +4. I don't have my extra dice though this round for Stalker. I still have 2 rage, so I gotta switch 2 of these out. Okay. Muttering something about the worm under my breath.
Yeah, and
oh my god, dude. You're not
Good
even
or
gonna
bad?
believe that you will not even believe this. I'm gonna put this I'm using my vampire dice, so onks are successes. Okay? I'm putting it down here. Here it comes.
Jesus.
So that's a crit.
Stars.
Yeah, at least 1 crit. Is that 2 crits?
There's a second crit, so that's 8 successes there.
Holy
9, 10, 11, and this is my rage dice here at a 9, so 12 successes.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
if that doesn't tear his head off, I don't know what
how you
will.
kill him.
What?
Why don't you tell me how you kill him?
If his head will come off, I pull it right off.
Yeah.
I pull
Like, are
it.
you like ripping it off or biting it off?
No, I feel like I'm biting it off, like in my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And then you know how when like dogs get angry and shake something?
Let's go.
Yeah.
I shake the shit out of it. Maybe throw him into the sink or something.
Yeah, the
Where
sink is full of plants as well.
Oh, I don't want to do that. I don't care at this point. Yeah, I just shake the hell out of him and throw the head across.
Yeah. So
and then
Sophia,
I'm gonna howl in success because I don't think I've howled tonight.
you haven't. So Sophia, as you ran out, you grabbed the gun out of the car. You're running back into the living room as you just see John ripping this dude's head off, and you are sprayed with blood and chlorophyll.
I kind of let out that sigh of, well, I fucking tried.
I may have got carried away.
I got this gun for no good reason.
And Arun getting carried away? What?
No.
Yeah.
What?
First time.
What?
I think.
Yeah. So I think at this point you all probably would have at least some suspicion that there was a Bane involved, especially with his appearance that he may have been a Fomor. So as you kill him, would your penumbral sense still be up, Amira?
It's usually a kind of one and done thing, but
I couldn't remember if it lasted the scene or not.
I double check.
Okay. RiffRaff, as you watch John murder this plant man, what are you doing?
Can I howl? Can I howl to get my rage back?
Yep,
Or
you
does
sure
that
can.
not work if I'm fucking pissed?
Nope.
And
You're allowed to
myself-
howl once a night for rage. Yeah.
Oh, he'll howl as well when John howls.
Oh, I
so-
like that. We do it together.
Yeah. Am I not so sad anymore?
Yeah, you're a little bit less sad, and you regain a rage.
I'm a little less sad and pathetic.
Have you ever read? I just fully read the Krynos. It's like at the start of your turn, if you didn't kill something in the previous turn, a werewolf in Krynos form must spend 1 willpower or frenzy.
Yeah, it's a risk. Good thing you killed something.
I killed something last turn.
Humble senses stuff for the entire scene.
Oh, nice.
Okay. So, Amira, since you still have your penumbral senses up, when you saw Muller, you saw that there was clearly a worm spirit infesting him. So in addition to the vines that were poking out of his skin, you could see this like putrid green, almost like smoke coming out of his mouth. And as John rips his head off, you see this smoke starts to exit out while the blood pours out of his neck as well. And you see that it appears to be trying to escape.
I'm gonna yell at John because I know. Well, I don't know if RiffRaff can do this too. I definitely can't. So I'll yell at the both of them. There's a Bane trying to escape into the Umbral. We need to go now. Get us over. Cross us over.
How does one cross over?
I know the right. I know the right of Shadow Passage. I can try to get us over. I'm not very good at it though. And on top of that, in Krynos form, you're gonna have to give me a turn to come out of that.
Like I say, I don't know that it'll be as successful there.
I know the rite of celebration, so I can do a little dance and like, celebrate that we just killed this guy.
Okay,
But I cannot.
So if we move to the next turn, then I shift back out
Mm-hmm.
into I'm gonna shift into Galabro form, but I lose a rage, it says, when I come out of Krynos.
Okay.
Which is fine because I just howled.
Right.
Okay, and then I can try to. Is there something? I think I need a reflective surface, don't I?
I mean,
Amira
Amira
has
has
a
her
phone.
phone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Phone and stuff. So we have that.
Do I sense that Amira's like anxious for this to happen immediately?
Oh, I mean, she's yelled about it, so there's no sense needed. It's
Okay.
a very clear message.
I will. I'm just trying to find the rule that I have to make for this, and to have everybody jump across. I don't know. Don't rush me.
So rushed.
How thick is the umber here? Is it a 4?
No, we'll say it's a 3 here because there was a lot of spiritual energy.
A lot of plants.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have to make a renown, and I'll use my honor plus occult, which is 2. So
I really hope that you picked occult or will soon for your extra dot.
when you gave us an extra dot, I literally put it in occult.
Good.
I only had 1 in occult, so I took a second one. So 2, but 2 of these have to be okay.
I put mine into animal friendship.
Oh,
Like-
that's why you're looking forward to with the neighbor's dog.
So I could be his friend. I can like talk to him.
So we all need to like join hands, and I try to step us across.
Kumbaya, my lord.
Kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya. I got not. Well, I'm glad I can fight, but I did not get a single success this time.
Oh,
Oof.
Yeah.
And even if I re-roll with willpower, I can't re-roll my rage dice, right? So I could only get 2 successes, which, well, unless I crit.
Right. You could. I would also say that Amira has already crossed over once recent with you, so I would give you a bonus dice.
Well, let me roll 1 dice then. Nope. Okay.
Well, I mean, you could use that bonus dice even on the reroll if you wanted.
Okay, I'll spend so I've got 3 dice then with the bonus dice. I'll spend another willpower point because, you know, I don't need that.
Yeah, might as well at this point. Nope. Okay.
I look at Amira because I can see she's pissed at me, and I'm like, I'm trying.
it's not that she's pissed. She's worried about stopping this for good because, you know, yeah, okay, we killed the flesh, but we haven't killed the spirit.
Yeah.
The difficulty. A win on the test allows participants to pass into the gauntlet. Each brutal outcome causes participants to suffer a level of aggravated damage. Oh,
Damn.
I did. Well, that I didn't roll.
Right. Well, so Amira, you see as this Bane escapes into the Umbra, and you can kind of hear it cursing you in primordial languages, talking about filthy wolves and how it'll be back.
Bite me, you fuck! Oh wait, we bit you! Calls out after it in frustration before she kind of just slumps against one of the cabinets and makes sure the fucking firearm safety is on.
Yeah. So, you guys have killed Muller. What's the next step from here?
I think, can RiffRaff turn human again?
Yeah,
What about-
it doesn't
what about
cost
Hanna.
anything.
Where is No, where is Bridget?
Yeah, because I was
Bridget
gonna say,
went running off down the street.
I was gonna say RiffRaff turns humid now that he has his rage back, and he wants to go running after trying to find Hanna.
So it's not blood all over the floor; it's chloroform.
There is blood and chloroform after you've killed him. So there was still some humanity in him, but a lot that was not.
Somebody find Bridget's keys.
I'll go and do that.
Okay. I won't make you roll for it. I'll say it takes a little while. You have to do a lot of moving now dead plants. And you do find them eventually.
And we're gonna roll Mueller up in a carpet. Like, we
Yes.
kind of have to dispose of this body before we roll it up. Do we need to put Bridget in here too?
RiffRaff running to go find Bridget.
Okay, I'm looking at a mirror then going, do we need to kill the old lady too?
I would rather we not kill her. Maybe drop her off at the local inpatient facility because I'm pretty sure.
I'm cooking.
I'm cooking?
I'm pretty sure
I got something, y'all. I got something.
Either
Trust
that,
me.
or we need to force delirium on her, maybe.
Yeah. So I mean, RiffRaff, you would think that at this point it's more panic than delirium, because she didn't actually see any of you change, and you're not even sure if she saw.
Didn't actually see me kill the guy, right? But there's a lot of blood.
Right. You're also not sure if she actually saw Muller or if she just panicked because something broke. And because you guys were talking about him showing up and doing something.
Let's go put Muller in the trunk of her car and take her car with him.
Oh, you're stealing her car?
I'm not putting this body in my trunk.
Yeah, your car is too nice for that.
I'm a cop.
You have a whole bunch of dead people's wallets.
Well, wherever this is being hidden, so will the wallets be hidden.
Right.
Okay, fuck it. I take the body and put it in the trunk of my car. But I'm taking Bridget's rug.
Your rug is mine, bitch.
Yeah. You know, it really tied the rim together, though.
Yeah.
You can get another one.
So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to come back inside and sort of reverse forensic the room if I can.
Okay.
I need to like clean up the blood.
Yeah,
or contaminate the blood with his whatever.
Right.
So that the police are like, well, there's blood here. Like, because if she calls the police.
Yeah, you're pretty sure she probably will. And you know, that's a good point. So as you're cleaning this up, you do, I mean, with your police experience, you've probably done this before, you know, on the job. Not for shady reasons, but like because you just have to clean up crime scenes sometimes. And as you are cleaning this up, you've got his body, and you can hear the distant sound of police sirens.
Well, we gotta go. I don't know where RiffRaff is again, but we gotta go.
Oh, RiffRaff.
Oh yeah, did RiffRaff actually go after her?
Yeah, he actually ran trying to find her.
You're not sure where she went. The trail kind of goes dead. You think maybe she had gone into like a neighbor's house or something?
I take my gun and I make sure I give the counter a quick wipe down. We get in the car and we fucking drive.
RiffRaff jumps a fence or something, unless y'all pick him up.
Yeah,
if we see like the lone dog walking down the sidewalk, we're gonna pull over long enough for it to jump in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he was a human. He was a human.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll like jump in.
So, what's the plan from here now that you've got his body
and his head, and I took my gun off the counter? Like, we're not leaving any shit like that behind.
Right.
It does look like it does look like a breaker entry. Like he came through the back window.
Mm-hmm. And the front door's open,
and she's running mad through the streets.
I mean, RiffRaff is pretty sure that she ran into a neighbor's house, probably a ways down the street. But
I'm really thinking we need to do away with Bridget. But
RiffRaff like sitting quietly in the car, and he's like, "That could have went better."
Doesn't the sect have like a group of people who deal with this kind of situation, like dealing with witnesses?
Bridget went into her neighbor's house, but I don't know if she saw anything.
Well, she definitely thought she was being attacked
well,
by Muller.
I would like, is it Silverteeth?
Mm-hmm.
I would like Silverteeth to see the body of Muller.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what the fuck that plant thing is. But it was worm.
Absolutely.
Also, there's something else I'd like to examine with that body when it comes to it.
Okay.
Were any of the body parts that were missing, are they attached to Muller somehow?
They are not. Those are still missing.
Son of a bitch.
So what was he doing with them? Maybe he ate them.
So, As you all make your way back to the Packard plant and consult with
I feel like this is the shit we're talking about in the car on the way back.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Since your sept leader is also the Theurge, doing some investigation, she confirms what you guys had suspected, that this was a Bane that had turned him into a Fomor, and she's fairly certain that Fomor was trying to do some ritual magic to make itself a physical body, because Muller was only fuel for something darker.
So did we stop it?
Who knows? And that's why we're going to end this session, because we're a little after 9 o'clock.
Let's stop while we're ahead.
Oh, hell yeah.
Get the fuck out.
That's it. Stream's over. We're deleting the channel.
This channel ceases to exist.
Yeah.
Good times. Yeah. Is anybody on that we can raid since the Bacteria raided us? Ooh, Cedar's on. Let's raid Cedar the Barefoot.
Well, I don't even have chat open. People could be calling me names in there and I wouldn't even know it.
No, they haven't said a single bad thing about you. I've been keeping an eye on it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Because you know what they're like.
I know what they're like. Trust me.
Yeah, it's just me shit talking.
There's a reason I keep an eye on chat whenever I freaking have to do stream tech, especially when I'm running my game, because they're usually fucking with me.
I don't know what you're talking about. Nobody would ever do that.
Oh right, yeah. Rick and the constant hydrates and posture checks, and
I'm honestly surprised that we haven't gotten any of those consistently. Like, I've got a hydrate on there as well, but it is what it is. Anyway, thank you all for playing. We'll be back again next week to continue this with the next story and our little ongoing chronicle. And yeah, anything anybody wants to mention before we head out?
I'm so ready to continue being absolutely useless.
Like you do,
But I am enjoying this system. I didn't know the system existed until I joined this game, and I'm really enjoying it. So
I'm glad to hear that.